Hi everybody, this is Dino from Prehistoric Facts. This is an answering questions episode. We got one question, but even though that's fine with me. Brendan from Morris, New York. What is your favorite T-Rex specimen, Sue or Stan? Well, I've seen both of these specimens. I wouldn't really say I have a favorite. I would actually say I like both of them. Uh, in terms of completeness, you would actually go with Sue because she's the most complete, and you can actually go from there on that one. Whereas Stan, probably the more remarkable specimen in terms of the skull. I think I like the skull of Stan a lot more than Sue's skull. Even though Sue is a fully grown adult, Stan is kind of actually a full grown adult as well. It's just that it's probably a young adult. So early years, early adult years of Stan, and then so I would, because I mean, you can actually go both ways on this one, because you see, because both Stan and Sue actually have pathologies on them, injuries and diseases that are shown on the bone. Because Stan actually has fused vertebrae in the neck. I think Stan also has those holes in the back of the jaw, kind of like Sue does, considered for a parasite. And of course, Stan has the hole in the back of the skull, and that was from a bite mark from a Tyrannosaurus Rex, from another Tyrannosaurus Rex. You can still see the hole in the back of the skull. It's right where the brain case is, so it's on the upper part of the brain case. So you actually will see that. Let's see. Stan, I think, has probably the best teeth. Probably has the best teeth than Sue. Because I mean, Sue's actually are large. It's just that I would actually say that Stan's teeth are probably more remarkable, considering that they're very well preserved and they're actually just amazing to look at. Sue's teeth are actually amazing to look at as well. It's just that they're not as spectacular as Stan's. Even though Sue is found relative, pretty much mostly complete. I would actually say that Sue would actually go down as probably one of the more famous Tyrannosaurus Rex specimens in terms of actually completeness and also size, whereas Stan is actually probably for preservation and also how the skeleton is actually so intact of when it was preserved. Even though Stan is not as complete as Sue, because Sue is 90%, I think Stan is close to 75, if I remember correctly, and because all the skull bones have been found of Stan, whereas Sue's skull is actually mostly fused, and you actually have all the skull bones there. I think Stan was actually missing the arms, some parts of the toes, and a few ribs, and I believe the tail vertebrae as well, because some of the tail vertebrae are missing. I mean, some of the tail vertebrae are still found with Stan. It's just that I think Stan actually, the last half of the tail is actually missing, due to the fact that those bones tend to either get washed away pretty quickly, or otherwise they're exposed to the elements on land where they actually could not be preserved, and so those are the indications of that. And I think Stan would probably be. I'd probably lean towards Stan as terms of my favorite, but even though I'm kind of towards 50-50 on both Sue and Stan. But I've seen Sue twice. I mean, she's just amazing to look at, especially with all the broken bones, the broken and healed bones that you actually see on her. And I mean, you can just see the story of Sue throughout her life, especially with those injuries. Whereas Stan, you can actually see part of his life. You don't really actually see that too much of his whole life, but you actually do get the glimpse of like what that one might have been like in its time. And so, to answer your question, Brendan, I really don't have a favorite, but I lean towards Stan as like one of my favorites. But I mean, it's kind of like that. But I like both of those specimens. All right, that's it for now. Now, this will be the final episode of Prehistoric Facts for the year of 2016. So we'll actually be back. I'll be back on the new year of 2017 in January. So that will be January 7th. Will be the new answer. Will be a new special episode of Prehistoric Facts. And I've already got a couple dinosaurs actually being chosen. So gear up for that. So everybody will enjoy the holidays with ease here. So you guys get to focus on your families and also have a great time to actually enjoy the holidays. But like I say, in every episode, if for a special episode, just let me know what kind of dinosaur or any other prehistoric animal you want me to talk about, mainly vertebrates, just by emailing me at dinochris71@gmail.com, or just go to my Facebook page, Prehistoric Facts with Dino Chris. You can actually suggest what kind of dinosaurs or any other prehistoric animals you want me to talk about. Like I said, it's vertebrates that I'm actually interested in. But you can still send me questions about dinosaurs or any other prehistoric life by emailing me at dinochris71@gmail.com, or just go on my Facebook page, Prehistoric Facts with Dino Chris. Like the page, you can actually post your questions on the wall, or even in the comment section in any Facebook post. But remember, keep your questions short to the point. You can also follow me on Twitter at CSGILL. That's my Twitter page. I post pretty cool stuff on there. Also, take care of the people around you. And also, for younger people out there, make sure to listen to your parents, your teachers, and your guardians. Those are the best motivation you can have for good education. It's very important to have a good education. So with a good education, you get a good job in the future. All right, and this is Daniel Chris signing off for the year of 2016. See you in 2017. So take care and enjoy the holidays, and happy holidays to everyone.